I never drank, never smoked my whole life. And since I'm becoming 21 in less than a month, today is August 21, and I'm gonna become 21 in the September 10th. That's my birthday. I was born in 2004, and I'm gonna become 21. And I would like to share with you guys a few lessons that I've learned along the way by understanding that there's no reason for you to be drinking, neither smoking. And what I learned from that process, and what was my thought process to not drink at all in my whole life. So for those who don't know me, I'm Hugo Kalaman, a pre-med student at the University of South Florida, where I usually bring the most up-to-date information for you, and I'm going to bring it now too. I also am a podcast host, which I bring many leading physicians regarding their respective fields. And I'm also the advocate and the proponent for the farmhouse diet, which is our main principle should be the only foods that can be processed, collected, and done in the farmhouse. As a consequence, you completely exclude all ultra-processed food, all junk you find in a conventional stores today. And if you eat like this, you're gonna be much better. You're gonna be much healthier. So starting the point why I never drank alcohol and why I never smoked. First of all, smoking is horrible for you. There's no safe amount of smoking. Same thing with drinking. Many people like to relieve themselves using certain coping mechanisms, saying that study X, study Y said that drinking one wine every day, a sip of wine every day is good for you. However, I would say otherwise, and I would say those studies are actually bought by the winery companies and funded by the winery companies, and also it's to stimulate you to drink more. However, there's not a single good study that proves that alcohol is good for you. Alcohol is literal poison, unfortunately. And sorry to break it with you guys, but always here, I'm not here to tell you the lie just for you to be healthy, just like many doctors do, for example, and many people do, for example. I'm here to tell you the truth, the harsh truth, even if you don't want to hear it. So alcohol, straight poison for you. Smoking, usually poison for you. If you're vaping, it's horrible for you. Those products cheaply made from China, that from things that you don't even know what's made of, it's extremely carcinogenic. Same thing with alcohol. And there's not a single dose, not a single safe dose for that. The safe dose is never smoking, neither drinking. And the main lesson that I had when I started doing that, when I realized I never wanted to drink, and obviously that came throughout when I became more mature, which was when I was 15, 16, I was like, what is good is good, and what is bad is bad. And maybe when something is bad, we should not be doing that. And that's what I applied when I decided to not drink, neither smoke. I would get resistance. My friends would make jokes. My friends would say that I'm doing the right thing, but also being against my process of not socializing, because drinking now is viewed as something to be socialized, to be praised with. But I would not see that. Also, my family was very against for me to smoking, so smoking was for sure not at all. If my parents would see me smoking, like, they would destroy me, for example, because first of all, in Brazil, we campaigns against smoking was heavily marketed, which was good. It's a good thing. I'm not saying it is a bad thing, so that's a good thing. And alcohol, my parents would drink, not much, just in certain occasions. However, I was just against for myself. I was like, no, I don't want that for me, because what is bad, and it's not supposed to be good. Because, as I said, there's not a single study proving that it is good. Second thing, and that's the main thing that many people forget about. I think this is the most important lesson that I would tell you now. It is, you will regret it anyway. If you try beer, if you try alcohol, you will either regret trying because you disliked it, or you will regret from trying it because you really got addicted to it, and now your life is dependent on it, or at least you're not progressing in your life, you're not progressing in your health because you're drinking that chronically, and you're in certain when you're socializing with people, because many people take beer as a socializing. And things that I've seen with my friends is that many of them forgot what is socializing without beer, without drinking. And they become boring. They become boring without drinking. That's what I've noticed. My past group of friends, a few of them would drink and they would have very, very big problems, I would say, in socializing without drinking, unfortunately. And they would heavily incentivize drinking because they would not be fun. They would not find other people that are fun also within that, because people would find fun when they would be drinking, when they would be doing lustful things. And that's when I also learned, I would say the third and the last lesson that I had was that even if everybody is doing it, it doesn't mean it is right, unfortunately. Many people think that if everyone is doing, that's the right thing. However, usually what the average is doing, it is wrong. And that includes drinking, that includes smoking. Many people smoke, many people drink in my age, even younger than me, and they're destroying their lives. And I would say it is pretty sad to see them like that. It's really sad, people destroying themselves just for some small pleasure at that time. It's really sad. And alcohol, smoking, has destroyed many lives, has destroyed many people's lives. Smoking is one of the main causes for any disease, all-cause mortality, cancer, etc. Smoking is the main one because it has many, many toxins, especially the cigars today, especially the vapes today. They are horrible for you, and it should not be normalized at all. And that's what I thought of myself. And when beer was being introduced by to my friends and from them when I was about 16, it was also the time that I was taking care about my health more. And when I had that shift, because when I moved here, I would eat a lot of junk, would play video games until the end, and that changed. And I decided also to not drink. I was focusing more on my diet and already knew what is bad, what is good. And maybe things that not the majority of people are doing is the right thing. And looking back, I'm extremely happy that I have not drank, have not smoked, because I feel alive, I feel great, and I think I would not be the same person if I've avoided it. Because I'm someone who gets extremely addicted to things, even if it is good. For example, I love dates. Sometimes I overeat on them, and that's a sin. And that's what people should realize sometimes, because one thing is sinning, one thing is doing the wrong thing and realizing they did, which on the other hand, many people are not realizing actually. And it's extremely sad. It's extremely sad. And I just decided to share here because I'm gonna be 21 in less than 10 days. In 10 days. And I believe you guys should also be considering this message, because I haven't heard a single person who stopped drinking, who stopped smoking, and say they regret it. All of them said they are extremely happy from their decision, because it is something addicting. And I hope y'all just get better. And I just wanted to share this message, a little motivational message. I usually bring information, which I also did, but I usually like to, I wanted to share with you guys what I thought about this. I'm probably going to be posting this video on the day that I'm going to turn 21. So, because I have a few videos coming in, and I think I'm going to post this on my birthday. So if you want the Farmhouse Diet Guide, I'm going to attach the link down here below. If you want to comment anything that you want to hear from me, from my knowledge, and also other things that I've learned from it, from this similar experience, and also your own experience with it. Share your experience, share what you think about it. And thank you so much for watching until the end. And I'll see you on the next journey. So don't forget to interact with this video, give it a like, and also subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye.